Guitar's Garage. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the kingpin mod on your Kyosho Mini-Z. There's a bunch of other videos on YouTube, but I didn't find something that showed the detail. So the mod is pretty easy to do. It only requires basically a fine screwdriver and something to cut. So something like some wire cutters, heavy duty wire cutters, a Dremel, and that's basically it. And maybe even an Allen or something to pop out the balls from the control arms. So let's get started. So as you can see on this side, it's hard to see, but you have a C-clip here. So first things first, we have to remove that C-clip. And well, first what we're going to do is we're going to remove the wheel and give us better access. Okay. Now you can kind of see that C-clip better. This piece right here, it's black. So all you have to do is use your nails or your index fingers and you can pop it out easily. And that's what that C-clip looks like. All right. Next, what we can do is take off this upper control arm, and you have to remove this screw right here. All right, and just pull it out, and there's your screws. Set that aside. Now you can remove the upper control arm, and all you have to do is lift up, and there you go. So we're going to set that aside. You can remove your spindle. There's going to be a washer on top, and there's going to be a washer on the bottom. So take note of that. This is the kingpin itself. So we need to remove this and then reinstall it upside down. So easiest thing I found is just kind of move it out and the ball pops out. And it doesn't do any damage to the cup or anything like that. So in order to do the kingpin mod, you have to cut it basically where the C-clip goes. So that diameter that's smaller, you want to cut it flush so it's only this length. All right, because if you don't, I've already flipped it on this side so y'all can see. There. I mean, if you flip it and you install it without cutting it, you're actually risking, if there's a bump in the surface, you can actually grab onto it and grab it. So, or it can cause, some mishaps on the racetrack if you're not careful about this. So definitely cut that kingpin. I'm just showing this because people said to cut it and nobody said why. And the reason is that the kingpin and the C-clip hangs pretty low and it can hang up on stuff. So definitely cut it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off camera and then I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and cut one of the kingpins and I didn't cut the other one, so you can kind of see where you need to cut it. All right, so I cut this one and this one is uncut. Let's see if I can. So I basically like I said earlier, you want to cut away the portion where the C-clip was attached to. So I cut it, and then I just took a sandpaper roll on the Dremel, and then I just sanded it down to make sure I got that small diameter away, and then I made sure that there are no sharp edges all around. So now we can reinstall the kingpin, but upside down. So what we have to do next is on the upper control arm, you have to remove this ball. And what I found was like just taking a pick, and you can just push the ball out. Or you can get the ball out partially by pushing it with your fingernails. So just put a pick in there and just pop it out just like that. Didn't take a lot of pressure. So now I need to reinstall this ball in the lower control arm here. And all you gotta do is place it in there, and you should be able to pop it in by hand, just like that. Okay. Now we can reinstall the spindle. And you wanna make sure that you use your little spacer or washer. So let's put one there. Let's put another one on the kingpin and have it ready. And what you're gonna do next is you're gonna install the kingpin into the upper control arm. So it's gonna be facing down this time. All right, so you can just push it in and it will install. So now you need to, this is the tricky part, you have to install your spindle. So make sure you get the back of the spindle into the steering, and then put in the kingpin. Make sure both washers are there, and then you can reinstall your screw. Okay. And there you go. So it's gonna look like this at the bottom. You have your kingpin coming out. There's no C-ring. And you'll notice that there's actually, the suspension action is a lot smoother than it was before. That's what I've noticed, and it seems to be more, there's less binding and more movement itself, so that should definitely help. I'm gonna go and cut my other kingpin and reinstall it. But that's basically it for the kingpin installation. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did. If you have any more tips or tricks, or if you have any suggestions on how to do this mod, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.